The other thing that you were sort of making fun of is that by doing this, what do? You always give the same amount of bow. And one of the main tools we have for phrasing is also the amount of bow. You have a first breathing of 2 bars, you know, and when you want to give 2 bars, you want to give these 2 bars an arch. So obviously here we go to the second bar. And already there, if you do want to be able to develop to your second bar. That's already a first breathing, and then the second set of 2 bars, obviously, because of the raising to the F sharp, we will go a bit further. If you can hear, don't play a flageolet.
Yeah! Thank you.
So, and then as you see, in terms of the amount of bow, I guess the top of your phrase is the G there, and then here you barely need bow. You can play with this much bow.
But look at you. What you did right now, you barely used bow for the whole phrase. I mean, you used maximum half a bow, and once you use maybe 12 centimeters, then 14, then 10, and I think that's why probably Vincent was drawn to that, because you did not use this. I mean, you used your brain and you didn't go pauschal all in, but you had an incredible bow distribution. You went quite deep, because if you go, if you do this, I mean, now with a stupid thing, if you're here, obviously the sound, I think it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. So if you go more here, you cannot use much more than that, otherwise it's going to be fortissimo. So automatically, but I think, I don't know if you ever thought about why that is, this whole full bow thing. I think it comes from learning the cello in the first 2-3 years. The teachers, I don't know if you ever taught people in the first 3 years. So the teachers, the beginning teachers, tell them, use the full bow, because a beginner goes like, and then they want, use more bow. So it sounds a bit nicer. But then later, after 5-6 years, one should go back. It's not always, but you can see it even with great musicians. And in orchestras, you see them using violins using the full bow, and then they're surprised that they're much louder than the rest of the string ensemble. So this distribution of bows doesn't seem to be taught much.
It's an issue that I find very interesting myself, and that's why I like to talk about it with my students.
Well, that's where the music lies. I mean, it's as if any cellist will tell you he loves the cello because of the human. It's the closest to the human voice, and they like to sing, blah blah blah. But then it depends on what singer. I mean, not just some all the time, but we need like a lead singer and words. We don't have the words, but we have to create the words, and the words are obviously not always the same like that, but we shape something, and if we do this, there's no chance. We're like a person who has a hot potato in the mouth or something.